Hi, YouTube. My name is Alexander Escobedo Alexandre, but you and everyone else can call me Bubba. That's been my nickname for ever, basically, and I like the name. I think it's cool. I think it fits me. So, this channel, this is my first video log for what I want to do with this channel. And what I want to do with this channel is I want to just record my day-to-day life in my aspiring bodybuilding, random tidbits, maybe about games or something, because that's also something I'm into. And I think ultimately I want to just keep myself honest. I want to constantly, keep doing these to show, my progress to myself or, basically to anybody. And I really want to hopefully inspire or motivate other people, whether that be like, one or two people, to live a healthy lifestyle, and keep motivated. And because I know how easy it is to fall off and stop wanting to do everything. But when you're doing it with someone, sometimes it's a lot easier and you can kind of motivate each other. So I think that'd be something pretty sweet if that could happen. But otherwise, I mostly just want to record my days, record how well I'm doing one day or another. I've tried keeping a log in a notebook and stuff, and that's just not as fun. It wasn't as fulfilling as I thought it would be. So let's start with my history in fitness. I've always been a very large person ever since I was young. I think the most I've ever weighed was 220, and that was December of 2014, so just a few months, 6 months, 7 months ago. But that was a different thing. So I've worked out in a gym, lifting weights, lifted for about 4 years now. The first 3 years, I mostly just went to the gym, did whatever, did arms, did chest, did basically like anything I wanted. There was no real plan. There was no end game. It was just get swole, that sort of college bro mentality. And September of this last year, 2014, I finally decided to get really serious. I wanted to be a bodybuilder of sorts. I wanted to really get into that, and so I started a meal plan. I started a workout split where I worked muscles, I think, twice a week, and I basically did a bulk for 3 months of a few months, September, October, November, and December. So for 4 months, I bulked to try to get some actually decent muscle in my body because I didn't know how much I actually had. I wasn't tiny, but I wasn't strong or really anything that much. So I did that until December, and in December I finally, I looked at my body. I took my body fat percentage finally, and it was around 22%. So it's pretty high. My record weight was 220, which was, I think, and I think I added about 10 pounds on in those few months, which it was pretty decent. I don't think it was all great weight, but it was something. I could see a huge difference in my body as my lat spread was gigantic compared to what it used to be. My arms, my chest, shoulders, legs were also seeing a very big improvement. But I had a big old gut. I had fat everywhere, and I decided, after that I'm going to cut. So starting January of this year, I decided to cut, and I counted calories. I did if it fits your macros for 3 months, and that worked out fairly well. But the last month was pretty lenient on a few things. So like I stopped seeing results after a while. I cut from 220 to about 210, about 2 pounds a week, 1.5 to 2 pounds a week on if it fits your macros. And I was retaining a pretty good bit of strength, but after that I started to fall off, and it just wasn't working for me anymore. So I went back, I created a meal plan, like I think a 500 calorie deficit, and I started losing weight again, and I think my record weight going down again, since I started working out, was 197, and I was at that for a few days, until I decided to move, and I couldn't go to my gym anymore. So for about a week, I was basically refeeding my body, and gained a few pounds back, and so right now, as of today, I am 203 pounds, 203.5, which I mean, it's not great. It's not where I want to be, but it's also a long way from where I've come, or from where I've been. So I'm okay with my weight right now. But obviously I do want to cut. I do want to get better. And a lot of the stuff that I have tried has been very trial and error. It's does this work for me? Does it not? Splits, if it fits your macros, meal plans, stuff like that. So that's where that is. My sort of history. Some daily routines for the rest of the summer. So about 3 months. So I guess 2 now. So all of July, all of August, hopefully, and most of September since my school starts very late in September. Basically, wake up, cardio. I like fasted cardio. It wakes me up for the day. Um, and I actually want my dog is very, very fat, very, very, very pudgy German Shepherd dog. And I will be taking her for walks slash runs. I think every other day. I took her out this morning. And I was fine just because we were going so lightly, but she was having such a hard time. And I think about like we went to the park, came back, and about halfway back from the park, she started to really die out. So I don't necessarily want to deal with that every day. Not that I don't love her and that I wouldn't, go on walks with her, but when I'm trying to run and burn a few more calories than just walking, taking a dog for a walk where she wants to sniff or bark at other dogs or go to the bathroom or something, I don't necessarily want to stop that much. So I'm thinking every other day I'll take her out for walks and stuff, and on those days I will do some extra cardio post workout at the gym. Meals wise, I think I will go back to If It Fits Your Macros for a little bit, as I am back with living with my parents for a while. It's going to be kind of hard to keep a meal plan up, especially when mom's home cooked meals so hard to stay away from. So I'm going to try that. Generally, I think what I want days to look like are 1 to 2 eggs, 1 to 2 eggs with yolks, or 3 servings of egg whites, plus like 1 piece of bread. Then throughout the rest of the day, things like whey or concentrate protein, concentrate or isolate protein, depending on how money is for the week and what kind of supplements stuff I can get to keep the protein intake high. Greek yogurt, very plain, as less sugar as I can possibly get in it. I like Kashi waffles, probably stay away from most cereals, keep cashew milk for most things. 4 ounces of ground turkey, I think 99% fat-free would be ideal. 4 ounces of ground chicken, and a lot of not steamed veggies, but frozen veggies. So I think you can find those at most grocery stores that have carrots, peas, cauliflower, broccoli. You basically just heat them up, and they have big old 5-pound bags, so it's easy to put with just about every meal. Fruit wise, I want to stick with bananas, strawberries, possibly apples. I want to try to stay away from the highly sugary ones and high carb ones. I know bananas are high carbs, but I think I'm going to try to not restrict my carbs as much as I have been, because it's really taking a toll on energy, and I want to try something new. Like I said, a lot of things I do are by trial and error. So those are meals. I haven't exactly worked out exactly much, but I do want to go at about a 500 calorie deficit, and I think I'm around 2,000 to 2,100 calories at maintenance, without any sort of cardio or working out or anything. So I'm going to try that for a little bit. Overall goals, at least for the summer, I would like to maintain under 200. I think I can get under 200 in, if I'm about 203 right now, I think I can get under 200 in about 2 weeks time, to be healthily under 200, and to stay there would be great, and to keep going down would be even better. The last time I checked, my body fat percentage was, I think 3 weeks ago. It was Mother's Day weekend, which might have been about a month ago. It was Mother's Day weekend. Oh, it was the week after Mother's Day. There we go. And that was at 18%. 8%? 17%. That's really it. It's about 17%. So I've come down since December about 1, 2, 3, 4-ish percent. So that's kind of nice. But I want to. My overall goal would be to get it below 10%. I don't think I can do that at all in a summer. But miracles happen, and if I keep cardio up and keep working out up, and I keep my calories low, I think I can shred a lot off, which would be nice. I think goal weight is somewhere around 185-ish. I'm 5'11", so I'm basically 6 foot almost, and I think somewhere around 180, 185 would be fairly healthy. It would look very, very lean, very cut, I think, at that weight. However, I think it would look very small. So I'm not 100% sure. The last time I was 180 was back in middle school, and I was very large, but a lot shorter then. So we'll see how that goes. So hopefully, I want to keep myself honest. Like I said, I want to hopefully do these daily. I don't think they'll be as long as this one, because I mostly just want to go over how well I did in the day, what I did in the day, successes and failures and stuff like that. This one, obviously, is the first one, and will be very, very long compared to the rest of them. So I hope that you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I will keep this up, and hopefully, someone out there will find them helpful or something, or hold on to these ones, and motivate them to do something great in their lives as well. So I think that's it for now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.